by the way, you are a token. Hey, Jason, you're a token. You are in conservative media as a black guy that can confer upon white people the dignity of not being called a racist for having their views. That's why you get paid. And that's why I don't, because I didn't have the privilege of being born black. I was born white, so there's a limit on what I can say. There's a limit on what I can say without being penalized in the so-called free marketplace of ideas, and everybody knows it.
This was a shocking piece of video to take in.
But you are playing by a different set of rules, pal. You have training wheels on. You think you've earned it? Everything you have. Take a look around at your studio, your contract, your employees. If you said the stuff that you said as a white person, your would be gone. And everybody knows that. You're on Blaze hosting E. Michael Jones talking about the Jews. It's a good thing you're black, because if you weren't, you would have been fired like Elijah Schaffer.
Elijah Schaffer was fired for allegedly sexually harassing and abusing women in the workplace, dude. Come on. Moving on.
Because you did not compete to get that. You got it because people feel sorry. People don't want to be called racist. They feel sorry. They need a black person to give them credibility.
Let's be clear. This man is quite literally the white devil.
There's jealousy. There is some sort of belief that I'm immune to the consequences of my journalistic standards, of my approach to journalism. When you have put together, when God has put together for you the journalistic career that I've put together, and I'm sorry, that God has put together for me.
Hilarious. This dude thinks he's a journalist. Onward.
This thought that I'm here to confer dignity on white conservatives. I'm here to defend Christian values.
Unequivocally false. But he does use it as a shield for white supremacy. So let's be clear. This is not good versus evil, okay? You don't have to pick a side. With that first clip from Nick Fuentes, if you have no idea who he is. Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
The feel when you're totally not pressed. The feel when we control your bodies. Hey, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling. Dude, it's a ceiling made of bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
Donald Trump facing growing backlash tonight to his dinner last week with prominent white nationalist Nick Fuentes at his private Mar-a-Lago club. Some of the strongest condemnation coming from his former vice president.
President Trump was wrong to give a white nationalist, an anti-Semite, and a Holocaust denier a seat at the table. And I think he should apologize.
It's, oh, you haven't had sex. It's like, well, I haven't chosen to do that yet. I'm choosing instead to be an historical figure. I'm choosing instead to lead an historical right-wing movement. So it's a cope. But anyway, I'm an incel. I am a proud incel. I believe that organized Jewry is extremely influential in the United States. We need to go back to burning women alive more. You know, these left-wing people, in their heart of hearts, they know they're wrong because, like, they know that black people are violent. Hitler was a German statesman. You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, to drink out of a different water fountain. Big deal. Don't tell me they're entitled to their religion. If their religion involves my Lord in hell, then they can get out of America. Oh, I'm anti-Semitic? Yeah, I on your Talmud. You think I'm anti-Semitic? You think I care what Antichrist believes? Send the military into these black neighborhoods, make the streets safe. They'll complain about it. It doesn't matter. Hitler was a pedophile and kind of a pagan. It's like, well, he was also really cool.
Meanwhile, Jason Whitlock.
No, are you? Let me know. Are you gay?
Can I get an answer?
Well, no, I'm asking. This is a part of. Are you a gay man?
I'm an ally of the community.
Okay. If you had a son and he was like, you had a son, he was gay, you'd be like, oh man, you don't want a grandkid?
No problem with it.
Oh man, well, dude, you're a weak man.
If you're heterosexual and have kids, they want you to feel ashamed if you want your kids to be heterosexual.
Yes.
They want you to feel ashamed that if you're heterosexual, you had kids, of course your natural instinct is to want your kids to be heterosexual. And for all the people, I don't care. I'm good either way. I love, and you do love your kids. But there's nothing wrong with you wanting your kids to be heterosexual.
Yeah, he defended former UFC champion Sean Strickland's homophobia because, of course, he did. Is he projecting? There was a tweet he put out that may indicate that he is. Of course, that's not all.
Kobe Bryant, the most fraudulent superstar celebrity athlete we have ever seen. I actually think Kanye was on point. Blood in, blood out. Trump in, Trump out. This is a gang. ESPN did not lead SportsCenter with women's college basketball as a service to sports fans. The network was servicing the feminist agenda. Feminists have taken advantage of man's instinct to please women, casting themselves as long-suffering victims of male supremacy, and reshaped American society into a culture that favors the weaker gender. I don't hate or dislike black women, but damn it, I don't like or respect the way they're behaving. I'm calling Mark Robinson, the Republican candidate for governor in North Carolina, the notorious GOP. He's the next big thing, I think, in politics. If Mark Robinson, just like Jason Whitlock, if he addresses his weight problem, we both have a weight problem, but if that man addresses his weight problem, he'll be the president of the United States in 2028. Big Papa, the notorious GOP, if he gets that weight off, he'll be the president of the United States in 2028.
That's probably enough. You get the picture, I suppose.
Theo Von, and Theo Von's clearly red-pilled. Stephen A. Smith had Candace Owens on. He's clearly red-pilled. Jason Whitlock is praising Andrew Tate. He's clearly red-pilled. Andrew Tate is on Nelk, red-pilled. Tate is on PBD, spreading the message. Ian Carroll on Joe Rogan. And Joe Rogan seems to be, I don't know if we could say he's red-pilled, but certainly he hints every now and again that he knows maybe more than he lets on. So it is a very exciting time, and I love to see it.
Fuentes even called Whitlock red-pilled in another video. Then they went back and forth on Twitter.
So tired of hearing that black crime is caused by black culture. For some reason, rap music doesn't make white people steal cars and shoot people. It only works on black people, sarcastically. In another tweet he wrote, just another in a long list of excuses. Leftists blame it on racism and poverty. Conservatives blame it on culture and godlessness. Blacks create the same culture from LA to Baltimore, from Haiti to London, from Sudan to South Africa, or to South African. From prehistory to now, it's race. And that's what a racist would say. Okay? Whitlock would respond to the tweets with, quote, "You're every bit as godless and as stupid as your critics say. You're Ray Epps 2.0, point foolish believers into building what will burn them down for eternity. Many of the people captured by the wickedness of Black culture can claim ignorance. You know exactly what you're doing. Demon, the enemy is paying people on social media to promote racial division and conflict. The aftermath of Austin, Metcalf, Carmelo, Anthony is a psyop. Don't fall for it. Stand in the word. Rebuke any so-called believer not pointing to Christ."
You know what I say? Let them go at it. Let them go at it. Jason, these are the guys that you are cozying up to. These are the dudes that you would throw your arm around and call your brothers. It's really interesting. It's really interesting to see this sort of rhetoric coming from the people that you so badly want to be in the good graces of. What happens next? Don't know. Jason's going to continue doing the Jason thing, and we will see. He is yet to fire really a strong shot at all. Because in his response video, he said almost nothing compared to what he said about LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick, Simone Biles, other athletes. Nowhere near. He treated Nick Fuentes with kid gloves. And you know why? Because their audiences overlap. Because he can't go too hard on Nick Fuentes, because then his numbers will go down. And he will lose potentially his livelihood. It's the same audience. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.